Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are going to be talking about R. Kelly, the disgraced singer who has basically seen himself in a slew of legal trouble, has been the focal point of a docu-series called Surviving R. Kelly. Let me go ahead and just say before I go any further, you should literally never do something so foul, so horrible, that an entire documentary series comes out, right, saying surviving and then insert your name. Like, you should never be on that level. That is like, you can't come back from stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. R. Kelly we'll be talking about today because some new allegations have come forward that are shocking and disturbing to say the least. These are allegations that I don't even know what the appropriate punishment really can be for being this genuinely horrible of an individual, for being this depraved, for being this just inhumane to other people. I mean, I don't even know the words really to describe what R. Kelly is after these allegations. Now, these allegations, once again, are not just, some tweets or whatever up on Twitter. Someone didn't just make a random TikTok and say, hey, this happened to me. These are being alleged in court. And it's actually already a high-profile case that's already been ongoing that these allegations are now attempted to be submitted into. With 2 weeks left until jury selection is to begin in R. Kelly's federal racketeering trial, Brooklyn prosecutors are asking to admit additional evidence of alleged crimes that were not charged in their indictments of the singer, according to a Friday court filing. The filing details testimony from a witness who alleges Kelly, whose full name is Robert Kelly, asked her to obtain CP involving boys for him. Further evidence includes recordings of physical abuse and threats that Kelly allegedly used to, quote, maintain control over women and girls who he had sexual relationships with, and evidence of bribes allegedly made on Kelly's behalf to state and county workers. CNN has reached out to attorneys for Kelly for comment. So not only is this guy allegedly, trying to bribe state officials into doing things for him, trying to bribe federal people. Well, actually, this wouldn't be federal if it's state and county. So state workers, county workers, regardless, government workers, trying to bribe them into his own doings. He's alleged to be essentially a pedo. And on top of all of that, he is also now accused of being physically aggressive and abusive to maintain control other people, basically, to maintain the control over these people and to basically keep them under his will, under his thumb. In Friday's filing, prosecutors asked the judge who is overseeing Kelly's August trial to allow the evidence related to these alleged crimes to be admitted as direct evidence of racketeering crimes, saying that many of the acts are, quote, inextricably intertwined with the evidence of the charged crimes. Additional acts alleged in the filing include multiple instances of horrific abuse against female minors, as well as the horrific abuse of a male minor who prosecutors say Kelly met in 2006 at a McDonald's. Many of the uncharged acts described in the filing have been publicly reported and are associated with other cases that Kelly faces in his Illinois state criminal case and his Northern District of Illinois federal case. In the Brooklyn federal case, Kelly is facing charges of racketeering and sex trafficking, among others. He has pleaded not guilty, and jury selection is expected to begin on August 9th. I mean, absolutely fucking disgusting, to say the least. We're talking about multiple underage children, male and female, who are victims of R. Kelly, and the extents that he's gone to basically be the way that he's been is disturbing to say the least. I mean, R. Kelly at one point was a huge celebrity. R. Kelly's famous, he was actually a singer. He sold records. Like, people can, a lot of the times, remember R. Kelly lyrics off the top of their head. And for him to go this far, out of all people, is honestly something that people need to take a look at, right? Because it really can be the people who you least expect. Because I think in a lot of situations, people would never expect a singer or an actor or something like that to be one of these types of people. You always seem to think of, like, that creepy old guy who lives next door being this person. But in reality, it can be people like this. It can be celebrities. It can be multimillionaires. And as the news has been showing in the last few years, it fucking is them. They are the ones doing this. They really do things like this. R. Kelly has been getting called out for doing horrific shit for years. And it's sad reading shit like this, man, because, like, I can imagine, right, that there really was a child in a McDonald's that became a fucking victim only because R. Kelly walked through the door. And that's fucking horrible to even have to think about, man. Like, it's insane. One of the alleged bribes discussed in the filing involved paying a state worker $500 to create an ID card to make a 15-year-old girl identified as only Jane Doe 1 appear to be 18 years old at the time of her wedding to Kelly in August 1994. A source familiar with the matter confirmed to CNN that Jane Doe 1 is the late singer Aaliyah, who married Kelly that year. Prosecutors said in the filing that the marriage application, license, and certificate all show that the girl was 15 years old when she married Kelly on August 31st, 1994. My bad. CNN has reached out to Aaliyah's family for comment. The singer died in 2001. Another alleged bribe detailing in the filing purportedly took place 2.5 decades later. Prosecutors say that they have a recording of a February 2019 phone conversation between Kelly and a, quote, crisis manager that took place after the release of the docuseries Surviving R. Kelly. Prosecutors allege that in the recorded conversation, Kelly asks the manager to find out, quote, what I should tip the bailiff. Prosecutors say later in the conversation, the manager told Kelly he paid a clerk in Cook County, Illinois, $2,500 to obtain a burner telephone so the manager could obtain information about the singer's legal trouble. Quote, that's done. You don't know nothing. Prosecutors said the manager told Kelly on the call. Exactly, Kelly allegedly responds. Absolutely horrible, man. If you don't know who Aaliyah is, if you're a little younger and you don't know who Aaliyah was, unfortunately, she was actually a very talented singer who died way before she should have, and that's a sad situation in and of itself, but she also is a victim of R. Kelly. Obviously, you should not be marrying somebody at the age of 15. I mean, this is not somewhere on the planet Earth where that kind of shit is acceptable. If a 15-year-old gets married here, that is viewed extreme. That's disgusting. And I just looked it up. R. Kelly in 1994 was about 27 years old, meaning he was, 27 marrying a 15-year-old. That is straight up pedophilic shit right there, man. Like, he was 27, maybe even 28, right? When that happened. I don't, there's no justification for it, dude. You do not marry a child. And then, of course, he was trying to game the legal system by buying a burner phone, I guess, for, I didn't even know $2,500 was as little as it took to do shit like this, but in order to get information to use for himself in trial. Prosecutors say, if permitted, one witness is expected to testify that Kelly directed her to obtain CP involving boys for him, and that in their filing state that multiple videos were obtained for a device during a search of Kelly's home that corroborate her testimony. However, their filing also states the government has been, quote, unable to confirm the identity or the ages of the individuals appearing in these videos. Prosecutors are also asking to admit recordings that purportedly show physical abuse and threats of different women to show, quote, the physical and psychological abuse Kelly employed to maintain control over women and girls with whom he was engaged in sexual relationships with, and Kelly's regular use of audio and video recordings to maintain control. One is a video recording that prosecutors say appears to have been taken by a camera mounted somewhere in a bedroom. Prosecutors also asked for multiple victims to be able to testify under pseudonyms to protect their safety and well-being. Absolutely fucking disgusting, man. I mean, at this rate, with the things that have been alleged and the things that we've kind of, learned about R. Kelly's career, for all I'm concerned, he can literally rot under the prison. I mean, this is the kind of individual that genuinely should be gone for life, right? The amount of harm that he has caused, the amount of trauma that he alone has produced is not fixable. You cannot repair that. You cannot make these situations better. These people's lives have been changed forever. People have been fucking traumatized by this man. You don't get back from this. You know what I'm saying? This is it. R. Kelly's career and his reputation is already done. That's gone. What it comes down to now is legitimate jail time. This guy is a genuine threat to society. I don't even know how you can make like a human decision to do some of the shit that he's actually done. And let's be real here, would any of this actually surprise us? Any of this new information, would it actually surprise us if he really was this big of an immoral piece of human shit? For me personally, not at all. Anyway, man, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, just stunned about this shit, man. And signing out.